Good morning and welcome now to Wednesday. Well, today I predict a full moon aftermath. It's the high tides of emotion, and what you feel is what comes. Sensei says, I have the 3 steps to manifesting gold for you. From my smartphone to yours, keep streaming for your Wednesday. Namaste today. Welcome to Namaste Today, a fascinating way to start your day. I'm your host and spiritual life coach, stepº28. I work in the modality of psychic astrology, and my personal mission is to stand in my heart and help other people stand in theirs, and of course, promote peace. Namaste, my friend, and welcome now to Wednesday. Well, today's a powerful day. What you feel is what comes, and we're in a full moon aftermath. That means we have to be really conscious of our feelings today and go the extra mile for ourselves. In your Megascope, I'm going to give you the 3 steps to manifesting emotional gold. But first, let's take a look at your Zodiac weather. This Zodiac weather is for Wednesday, July 20th, 2016. Looking at the 5-day moodcast, tomorrow's going to be sunny but feeling rather frantic. Friday's a spacey day, and the first day of I Love Me Some Leo. And Saturday and Sunday are to be quite joyful. And today, I predict sunny and cool. We are finally feeling good in the Cancer vibration. Now, the Great Human Walk has reached step 28, Cancer. That means our ruling channel today is step 10, or channel 10. And that means the ruling planet is Earth. Now, our emotional focus today is rather detached and numb. That's because the moon is now in Act 1 of Aquarius. And our mental focus is seeking breakthrough. A little jumpy. Mercury is at step 13, Leo. So today it's real simple. What you feel is what comes. And in today's Megascope, I'm going to give you a little help on the 3 steps to manifesting gold. But first, go get yourself some tea and let's have our tea time. Hello, my friends, and welcome to our tea time. Today's tea time topic is a fun one. It is titled Tarot Card Moms, Tarot Card Mothers. And this actually goes back to my own mom, so mom might watch this. But, my mom got into tarot cards when I was younger. I'm not sure how old I was. I think I was going into junior high at the time. So maybe like the late 80s, early 90s. And she'd always been very spiritual. We meditated as a family. We'd always done lots of things. But she hadn't really been whipping out the cards until she wanted to get to the bottom of what my dad was up to. So she was starting doing the cards. But one of the interesting things about that is that I always had mom doing my cards. So I grew up with tarot cards. And it really gave me an awesome third party, if you will. Even from my mom, too, because she's very psychic and intuitive. So as a child, I'd be grateful for the cards. Like, see, Mom, the cards say I'm fine. See? Like, I'd use them for me. Like, because sometimes she didn't know where to sway. She had 3 sons, and so she didn't know which one was, she was picking up on, basically. But one of the interesting things I thought I would share is, I watched myself grow up in the cards, literally. Now, I'm a Taurus, but I come up in the cards as fire because I'm very fiery. Obviously, I got a lot of Leo moon and Leo rising, and I'm starting to feel the Leo energy too. I start to glow this time of year. And when I was young, I would come up as a Page of Wands. So, I would see myself as a Page of Wands. My mom would be like, that's you. She would recognize me. She would know when I came up in her cards, in other spreads. And I think, from that early age, I started to get this understanding of how the cards work. Like, they really are talking to you through the symbolism. You can feel that in that moment, that card represents you. You can just feel it. So I had a lot of fortune. I realize now that my psychic side and telepathy was constantly looked at. So when I was young, I was a Page of Wands. But then, actually, when I got in my 20s, I started coming up as a Knight of Wands. I actually saw myself grow up in the cards. And this is where I saw and I was doing all the knightly things and trying to be a knight. And there was a lot of queens I was going after back then, like lots of queens, lots of empresses, lots of women trying to come in. This is all past life stuff, past life wives and things like that, and girlfriends at the time. But I came up as a knight, and I saw myself growing as a knight. So I'd see my mom would do my cards, and I'd be like, oh, there I am as a knight, and I would kind of see how things are. And then, actually, in the last 5 years, I come up as a king. And I come up as the King of Wands. And I've been starting, I haven't been doing my cards for a while, and I'm going to be seeing my mom soon, so I'll have to see what it come up as. But it's been a King of Wands. But I've been coming up as a lot of water because I'm kind of transitioning into Cancer energy, so it'll be interesting to see. I recommend to anyone, tarot cards are really interesting. You develop your own relationship with them. For my clients, I always recommend that they, throw something down once a day and see what the cards say. You will see the same cards come up no matter how much you shuffle. You will see the same themes. You will see people in your cards and start to identify who they are when they're constant players in your life, especially when people are trying to be a little, especially when people are being underhanded. It would often let me know. Now, the last thing I'll say about tarot card moms is that it's good, and it's not that it's even bad, but just a story to share is like, oh my goodness, God help me if the Tower came up in her cards. Okay, because if the Tower came up in her cards, she would be like, oh, what's going on? Like, all of a sudden I was guilty. I was in the Tower. Like, she played the role. She put me in the Tower. And I was like, and of course, the one thing about tarot cards too is a lot of times it's telling you the future, it's telling you something you're in. And I got to say, most of the time I knew exactly what it was. You know what I mean? And why it was going on. But if I didn't know and I got the Tower, as a child, I'd be a little afraid. I literally, Mom, as I was running out the door, she'd be like, be careful, your cards don't look good. And I'd leave. So, and what do I say to that? Well, honestly, I'm super grateful. I think I always, even as a child, it was really helpful because sometimes I was having dreams and I saw that energy working out my dreams, and so my mom's cards helped help with that too. So if you're a mom out there and you're raising your kids, I just want to say, as a person who grew up with it, it wasn't taboo for us. Of course, it helped us refine our psychic ability. It helped us preserve our psychic ability. It's kind of like a game anyways. Kids can be playing cards and poker. If you want to gamble, why don't you gamble on the truth? A little psychic awareness. That's my advice. All right, that's today's tea time. Now I'm going to take a sip and go into what we call our megascope. This is where I channel for you and go into my guides and take 3 breaths. I recommend you take 3 breaths for yourself as well. Good stuff for you today, my friend. Well, Spirit has a lot to say. Today the moon is moving into Aquarius, and so you're actually going to feel a little detached, which is a great thing. It's been a very emotional time. This allows you to respond appropriately. Spirit wants you to know that how you respond emotionally, your decision to respond and how you respond, is the most important thing, because that becomes a habit, which then keeps your life in check. So in the last couple days of emotion, but what Spirit wanted me to show you, they showed me would do a Jupiter, and they showed me Leo. And what I see that as is that we're about to go into Leo, and we're about to wrap up our Jupiter in Virgo transit. So we have spent a whole year overturning our soul garden and diving into all the complexities of what we believe. We rebuilt an ego with Mars retrograde, and we've built an emotional nest. This emotional nest can either nurture you to grow flowers in your soul garden, or you can live among weeds and still dark shadows. So with this Sun in Leo period coming up, it's your opportunity to plant flowers in your soul garden, identify the weeds, and get rid of them. Now, I say all this because Jupiter's in Virgo, and really we are creating a lifestyle that we're going to embrace for about 12 years. This is the final paint on the house, the final coat, the final touch, if you will, the Sun in Leo. So even though you see a lot of misfortune around you or going on in the world, it's so important that you respond to yourself with a serious joy, be the bright star that you really are, and shine, because you are setting a pace that will be with you for about 12 years. Okay, so that said, I want to give you some steps. These are 3 steps to manifesting gold today to help you manifest gold and set those emotional intentions. Step number 1, ask yourself today, how do I feel? So you got to know how you feel. You can't manifest something unaware of how you feel. Step 2, decide how do I want to feel? Okay, so decide how you feel now, decide how you want to feel next. It's very simple, isn't it? And then step 3, love and trust that it's coming. That's basically how you paddle. And that's basically what you want to set as your intention as we manifest today in step 28 Cancer. Now, for those who are signed up for my personal Sensei service, whom I affectionately call serious joiners, today in your daily Zen, I'm going to help you give you a pep talk about opening up to the love that you deserve. Everyone wants the love, but do you know how to open up? I'll give you some steps today in your pep talk. And your eye candy, we're going to talk about where is your lunar eclipse. Your lunar eclipse is where you are emotionally blind, and I just want you to be sure you are aware of where you're emotionally blind before you emotionally manifest today. For everyone else, you can find me on YouTube, but if you're watching on YouTube, please be kind and do subscribe. You can also follow me on Twitter at @cwiteki. And of course, you can come down to the biggest, brightest star of light on the internet, stepº28, where you can find out about how to join, and you can also correspond with our other bright members. And the last thing I want to say is that, you know what? I love you. I'm so grateful for you, and I'll see you in 24 hours with more. Until next time, live, love, be.
TV.
Having trouble finding that special soulmate? Oh, I know. Are you ready to find love? So what do you think your ideal mate is? This I can solve for you. Check out Secrets of Birthdays, the Love and Lust Report at secretsofbirthdays.com.